There is so much brokenness right now and so much healing that has to happen, and that means healing the buildings that are broken, that means healing the roads, and it definitely means healing our hearts and healing our communities.
After the storm, I found it really hard to process all that was happening, and I think everyone around me felt the same way because we were going through such traumatic experience as a community.
Shortly after Helene, when the White Horse and other places were providing free food and water, and people were coming for their supplies, but they also had live music during that time, and it made a huge difference, and you could see it on people's faces.
You could just feel that people were so grateful for the music, for an hour of respite.
It was just through music that you could really find a place to begin to understand those feelings and to find a place to put those feelings.
Why do people want to come and be in that room after something so disastrous? One, it's an escape to sort of feel like something's good again. I also believe that every song has a different meaning to every single person.
Music is so important to the emotional response for people in a time of tragedy and unrest. It helps bring out the emotions. It helps them release the emotions, and then sometimes it helps them sort of forget about all of the things that are worrying them and just enjoy and laugh and have fun just for a while.
There's a lot of musicians here, and somehow it's a hard city to make money playing music in. That means you have to either branch out to other cities or you have to take less money for your shows or whatever it is.
Those musicians are without work, and if they lose the capacity to have the space in their lives to create that music for the rest of us to listen to, that's a real tragedy. We all lose something.
After something as crazy as Hurricane Helene, we need help.
The fear is with the hurricane and with everything that musicians are up against, they're going to have to either, pack it in, move away, or put down their instruments and get a full-time job, and then we lose a lot of the heart.
We lose the color of what makes our area so special.
There's just no better medicine than music to help people remember who they are, remember how community works, to share experiences of music together, to be able to cry together, to be able to laugh together, be able to feel passion.
It was wonderful to be able to go out and sing for people, and to sing for the people who have been out there working with their chainsaws, and for people who'd lost everything.
Now we're all coming together and working together. So I think it's important because it allows everyone to feel something in a way maybe they didn't feel before.
And the listening room is really unique in that way. It's a place people come to be inspired. It's a treasure.
People may not be able to get by over the next 6 months and be forced to leave or be forced to get another job.
The White Horse Musicians Fund is really what we need as musicians when everything is slowed down after Hurricane Helene. The gigs are not there. A lot of the venues are not there.
The first I've heard of someone caring enough to have a fund that is for this purpose, and I do think that it's something that's important to sustain.
Because if we change the way that we look at the way we pay musicians and artists, then we're beginning to create change that is very needed for our area to continue to sustain and keep these treasures that we have.
As the staple of a musician's diet is live shows, and a lot of those have dried up.
We know it isn't just going to be a few months, it's going to be years of recovery.
So the Musicians Fund will help the White Horse pay a fair wage to musicians who are playing there, and will also offer grants and support systems for musicians in need.
They're giving us an opportunity to have long-term support.
I'm so grateful to the White Horse for being very intentional about holding up not only these individual musicians who are suffering, but really the soul of the mountains.
The White Horse Musicians Fund is here to say, listen, y'all, we've got your back. Hang tight. We're going to get through this, and we want to support you. We want you to stay.
Your donation to the White Horse Musicians Fund will help support musicians in our area when it's most needed. My name is Melissa McKinney. I love y'all.
Thank you, White Horse Black Mountain.
I'm David Lamont, and the White Horse to me is home.
We are Ashes and Arrows, and we love the White Horse.
Helene,